My name is Marcelo Santos and I'm a professor of geodesy at the University of New Brunswick, Canada. See some of my qualifications at the end of this video. This is a series of 5 videos in which I overview 5 climate-related news published in February this year in such a way to highlight their importance. In this video, we will talk about record high temperature in Antarctica. News headlined what was called the highest recorded temperature in continental Antarctica, 18.3 degrees Celsius, measured in Station Esperanza base. Continental Antarctica is defined as the main continental landmass and adjoining islands. Station Esperanza Bay is located at the very tip of the Antarctic Peninsula, more than 3,000 kilometers from the South Pole, similar to the distance between Reykjavik or Oslo to the North Pole. The reality is that this is the second highest temperature. The highest ever recorded temperature in Antarctica was on 30th January 1982, 19.8 degrees Celsius, measured at Research Station Cygne, located in the South Orkney Islands. South Orkney Islands may not be technically a part of the Antarctic continent, but from a climatological point of view, the two stations are close to each other and share similar geography and geology, and both are affected by the regional Föhn event over the area, a rapid warming of air coming down a slope or a mountain, something like the Chinook winds that affect the eastern Rockies. Of course, the new record was displayed as proof of catastrophe in the making by mainstream media, but this mistake was caught up by some. For example, the Examiner's Thomas Richard ridiculed the alarmism, writing, "To put this in perspective, it would be equivalent of taking a temperature measurement in Reykjavik, Iceland, and proclaiming that this measurement is indicative of the temperature of the Arctic region, or worse, Tasiilaq, Greenland. It's a ridiculous statement and utterly useless. It is well known that West Antarctica is heavily influenced by underground volcanic activity, and hidden beneath its icy exterior is a myriad of active rift systems. Did Antarctica really have its warmest day on record?" End quote. By the way, this January, Greenland registered its lowest temperature at Summit Camp Station, located at the top of the Greenland ice sheet, minus 66 degrees Celsius. I did not see this making the news. I might have missed it though. The World Meteorological Organization press release made the important observation that, quote, "the Antarctic, like the Arctic, is poorly covered in terms of weather observations and forecast, even though both play an important role in driving climate in ocean patterns and in sea level rise." End quote. A fair question is, would this record high temperature indicate a systematic upward trend, or would they be just random events? To answer this question, we can look at the temperature of the lower troposphere, TLT, as collected by remote sensing satellites over Antarctica, whose time series dates back to the 1980s. Look for yourself. The trend line is flat. The numerical trend is 0.045 degrees Kelvin per decade, which corresponds to 0.045 degrees Celsius per decade. Compare it with the spread of the temperature anomaly. This trend is statistically insignificant. There is neither upward nor downward trend. And just by curiosity, if we use this meaningless 0.045 Celsius per decade, it would be necessary more than 200 years to reach a warming of 1 degree Celsius. In my opinion, we should improve the efficiency of alternative sources of energy. That is called progress. We just not need to close the first world or deny progress to the third world for that. Denying progress to third world countries means condemning billions to poverty while we continue to enjoy a high standard of living. And we should stop pollution. for the simple reason that this is the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the soil we plant our food in. We cannot poison them.